quickly. See the maps that are banned out. We had Alterac and BOE banned out. We are going to have Infernal Shrines that was picked by Red be the first pick there. So moving back in the draft, we saw a quick Anubarak ban out of Lurk Patrol, not wanting to deal with that. Countered with a Kael'thas ban. Strong on the map. Now, I should note, I had a hand. Bickle is a player on Lurk Patrol. Originally, his name was BKL, and I just started calling it Bickle, and it kind of stuck, and I take a lot of credit for that. So, gonna keep doing just that. And still getting things set up here. Literally just got in the door, in for some HOTS action. Ran home, was excited for this match. There's the Dibbles ban. Shouldn't surprise anyone. That's where we find ourselves at the moment. As, oops. We are going to see the Azmodan first picked off the Hanzo ban. Gunny saying he feels attacked right now. Very, very... I assume those are heroes in his pool. But we do have the Azmodan picked up. Very high priority pick.
The crusade calls.
Followed up with a Joanna over the Garrosh. Now, we already seen a bit of a tank choke, but Garrosh is still up. Joanna, Gul'dan, gonna get grabbed here. Gul'dan, good at clearing the shrines. Joanna, okay at zoning it, although not the best engager. We'll see what happens there. Alright. And there's the Ana and the Sonya. Just a quick reminder. Out of the way now. So we do see the Ana, who has been very, very strong, although her stronger ult does appear to be banned, although Nano Boost Asthma Dunks are not pleasant. So I would not be surprised to have seen Nano Boost be the thought anyway. Just getting out of the way, of course, the limitation here. We move into this series. Sonya also, incredible shrine control. Sonya, arguably one of the best heroes on this map. Has fallen a bit off the meta, but certainly not here. Thrall ban, Muradin ban. Definitely trying to force onto the Garrosh, although, if they took Garrosh here, that could be interesting. Have Joanna kind of be an off-lane bruiser and hyper tank choke. Could work. Force them onto something like an Arthas as the main tank. Rhaegar, Mal'Ganis. Okay. So Rhaegar has been strong, has been ascendant. I like the pick. Mal'Ganis on the other side. Again, good shrine control. There's the Arthas anyway, over the Garrosh. And a Raynor, who can really chunk down Mal'Ganis fairly well. What's this last pick going to be? Maybe a Phoenix? You have a lot of slows. Could work. Phoenix seems strong. As my cats meow at me, could be a Zeratul, actually. Sylvanas. The Sylvanas actually has a ton of AoE damage, which can be quite strong. Definitely can allow the Punisher to push. A little bit of a surprising pick, I think is fair to say. You know, harder to get the value. Sylvanas does great when she can just get onto the backline on top of one target and just, like, blow her Q load into the face of that target. Not safe for work, by the way, to see it happen. But we'll see what she can do here. Could harass Theana quite well. Interested to see how we do. Getting a couple things set up here. Apologies, as I am actively doing multiple things. A lot of A heroes on the left, fair to say. And looking at the draft, I would say that I like the draft of Lurk Patrol a bit more. I think that's not unfair to say.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
See what happens here as we look at these heroes. Apologies, give me just 1 second, as I am still getting things squared away on my end. Apologies, I did not get this done in draft, and I'm trying to get up the player nameplates. Probably should have just given it up, because now it's obvious that I didn't do my due diligence.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
To arms.
Starting with the left side, it is going to be Gunny on Asmodan, Bickle on Arthas, Harnock going to be on Raynor, Ektar on Ana, and up in the top it's going to be High Def on Sonya, and over on the right, we're not displaying nameplates, are we? Oh, that's because we're still in draft. Silly, silly smiley. There we go. So there are the nameplates on the left. Sorry, everyone. This is what I get for basically no prep time. Apologies there. Malcolmer on Joanna. Keladorn going to be on Gul'dan. Sylvanas is going to be played by Silma. Wit's End on that Rhaegar. And up at the top, Osprey is going to be playing the Mal'Ganis. Looking forward to the series, though. This is, in some ways, scouting for me, as I am also on a Division C West team. But already, good rotations here. I like that Wit's End was bottom. You know, you don't really need healing in that first burst. Taking a look at talents now. Asmodan going with what you'd expect, Gluttony. Corruption build out of Gul'dan. Rhaegar going with that W build that's been popular with all the ladies lately. Other than that, pretty standard talent. Ace in the hole, so gonna use Asmodan mostly, I think, to collect the shrines, and Raynor mostly gonna be focused on the PvP side of things. See what happens. It's my fault, 7th Ace. I actually normally put the draft into Soothsayer while I'm doing draft, but I was actually still getting my my sound configured there. So this is what I get for casting a game. I had to give an exam in a class I teach tonight, so I literally just got back from that. But here we go. Rhaegar looking potentially at that bottom camp, and right now at least covering. Gul'dan pushing in mid here against Raynor, who is solo defending and taking quite a bit of damage from these Khazras. Level 4 talents, though, are here. Rhaegar going with the W. Not a surprise there. Ana also with the grenade build. We are seeing kind of the stacking quest build out of Bickle. Raynor, you have to pick a level 4, but there is the Shout of Fury. So trying to get kind of some extra damage off the Seismic Slam. We'll see where that build goes. Sylvanas, meanwhile, starting this Bruiser camp up in the top left. There we go, that was correct. Forgive me. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this first shrine goes. It is the bottom shrine. It's going to be the Mortar Punisher, which can be a bit weak. But Red going to rotate to this late, pushing in this Khazra camp just to buy themselves time to get that Bruiser. The Bruiser is going to be uncontested in lane. And so we're going to have to see Lurk Patrol make a quick decision. Do they hard commit to this and try to get it quick? Getting some good damage out. Osprey going right into the line, getting the pretty big silence off. That grenade reducing the healing for a second. Health bar is a little bit lower for the side of can't counterpick stupid. Osprey now on the run. Osprey low. Blue does have a very big lead on the shrine, as you would expect with the early Sonya comp. Bickle getting a bit low, though. Anna trying to get those heals out. Once she gets up her grenade off, it could help out. And pretty much a clean win there by Blue, but they're going to need now to send someone top to get this Bruiser Camp. Although the Bruiser Camp hasn't gotten too much value yet. So Sonya should be able to clean that up. And overall, if they can get the wall down here, I think it's a net positive trade, because they still have both their cannons top. Joanna going to soak mid, so it's going to be a 4v4 push. Gul'dan almost half done with those corruption stacks. Level 7 on the horizon for CCS. Ooh, Osprey is low. There's the grenade. Good patience there. Not panicking by wit's end, knowing, hey, I gotta hold the Q, otherwise he will die. Well done there. Level 7's in. We do see the cleanse out of the Rhaegar. Not a surprise. Gul'dan going with the extra cooldown reduction. Sonya's starting this Bruiser Camp early. Gonna try to get some pressure with it. Meanwhile, speed's getting picked up here by CTS, so... Lurk Patrol did get that Punisher. Did manage to get the wall down, but still a little bit down in the XP soak at the moment. Raynor needs to be careful, but no CC there. Let's see. Alright. Rotation now onto Sonya, who does have this Bruiser Camp. Sonya getting the call, gonna back off. Right now, every lane getting soaked here by Lurk Patrol. They're still a bit down in XP, about half a level. Although they have some minions actively to pick up here in mid. Some bottom minions gonna be lost here by CCS under the tower. Going to run it down to grab what she can. She might still be able to get 3 of these minions. Yeah, she will. So not too much lost. And already, still a little bit of a lead on the side of CCS in terms of that XP soak. LP getting their siege camp now. Bruiser Camp really didn't get much value there. Maybe would have liked to have seen them hold it, try to get it a bit later. They got it before the next Punisher lane was announced. Timer 2.5 minutes left, so I believe the phase will have started by the time that comes up. I believe it's a 2.5 minute gap before the warning. Siege Camp picked up in the bottom. Raynor still doing his soak. Level 10's here. You need to be careful. Here comes a rotation. A big Horrify can put them in a bad spot. There's a Horrify. Hits to Asmo, taking a ton of damage. There's the Blessed Shield. Asmo's absolutely going down. Now a Mind Control coming out onto Bickle. And that was just either a miscommunication, a lack of awareness, or a bad decision. It's one of the three. Maybe some combination there. But level 10s were not there. Good Horrify comes in. Snap picks. Blessed Shield with the Ancestral. We are seeing Mal'Ganis go with Carrion Swarm over the Dark Conversion. And of course we saw the Mind Control over the Wailing Arrow. Sonya, meanwhile, is going to take Leap. We're going to, of course, see the Black Pool, which we expected. Army of the Dead, Nano Boost, as is necessary, and Hyperion out of LP. They will have everyone up for the Shrine, but that did translate to a level lead and a wall down in favor of CCS. And it looks like they want to set up a gank here. Bickle with the foresight to root, and I like Anna shooting into the bush to get vision. Even the shooting into the bush with the healing dart does give a brief window of vision. It is a very fine thing to do. You're not going to accidentally heal the enemy team, don't worry. Here we go. Ooh, good Blessed Shield. Raynor was a bit out. Great Horrify there. Raynor was standing a bit too far forward. Now Sonya having to blow the leap on a full retreat. Bickle, meanwhile, needing Sonya to peel him out. A lot of damage still coming out. Dunks will get pretty strong here in a bit, but they aren't there yet. Now keep in mind, CCS has not started the objective, but they're going to find another kill now. On to Bickle. Lurk Patrol still kind of wanting to brawl here a bit, rather than maybe breaking off and split soaking to try to get closer to 13. They feed a couple kills there. Feed's too strong a word. But they definitely give them a couple kills. Like to have seen the disengage. Dunk coming in. Already up to 192. It's almost there. Now, obviously, that's... You know, the big thing is to try to get the damage stats, but getting that extra CDR will help. Corruption coming out there. Corruption quest has not been finished yet. Currently 34 stacks. Speaking of, 34 skulls here, but CCS having to back off and get the taps. Now Joanna trying to get the finish on the objective. 36. Here comes the hard engage. 37-39. They do manage to get it. Now Bickle in an awkward spot here, having to blow his ult just to escape. Only one more corruption stack needed for Gul'dan here. Level 13 talents are here to the side of CCS. Continued W build out of the Rhaegar.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Push gunning in. Dunk over the wall, doing some damage, but not gonna... Apologies for the camera detours there. Not gonna do much. They are not gonna get the keep. They will get the keep wall, though. As well as they will deny the Khazra camp, and it looks like they're gonna rotate up here into the Summoner camp. Gul'dan, very aggressive positioning. Tank's not there. Need to be careful. If Varthus happened to root check the bush Gul'dan was in, that's not a great situation. Now Gul'dan in a good position to get off a big Horrify to zone out the objective. Here comes the fight now, all over this point. Bickle trying to get healed up through it. Big dunk coming in. There's the Horrify, and Bickle is going to go down. And Ancestral came out there to heal up a member of Red, and they get the pick off. They do retreat out of Hyperion. Now Rhaegar going back in to finish off the Summoner camp. Now the Summoner camp itself won't do anything. It will ignore the fort, and it will go straight for this keep wall and die on it. That said, oh, Asmo is selling out for this. Here comes the leap. A little bit of a miss. Only hits Sonya, but now Gul'dan is going to go down. But so does Rhaegar. And Mal'Ganis staying on the point now, but Joanna's going to be the next to fall. Anna doing everything she can to heal up the team. There's a sleep there. Gul'dan chunking out a huge amount of damage. The Carrion Swarm going to keep Mal'Ganis alive. And now Lurk Patrol looked like they were going to get some kills. They actually do get a third kill. And this is the most I've ever seen sold out for on a Bruiser camp. And now Osprey's going to go down. Big root there. And that was a mistake, I think, by CCS to... Because even if they won that, they don't get a lot of value. And if they just give that up, they could just clear it. Now they've given up 4 kills for 2. But more importantly, they've created an opportunity for Lurk Patrol to more easily get 16 before the next Shrine phase. We'll see if they can get there in time. Arthas alone in the top lane now. Needs to be careful. There's the Bless Shield. They're going for this. Wits End looking to get some nom-noms. Decides against the nom-noms. Rotates up to clear the wave. Camp cleared up. So really, I mean, you didn't lose anything by giving up the camp, but you gave up quite a few kills trying to get it. And in fact, that was, I believe, all the kills Lurk Patrol has in this game came from that top point. So you lost your clean sheet, and you didn't get the camp. Feels bad, man. Don't want to belabor it too much. Still in a strong position, level 16 advantage for the moment, and there's the Ruinous Affliction, and that is where the damage, as Dreadnought would say, gets big dick. As Ruinous Affliction lives up to its name, it can ruin the dreams of the blue team with a good corruption. They managed to get him stacked up here. See what happens. Level 16 still not here just yet. Ooh, looks like they're going to just get a double Khazra camp here. They may be willing to give up this Punisher because they still have a wall standing. They could be going for this mid-keep. This is something that, I've seen before. I think I scrimmed this team way back, like before Season 1 of NGS, and they did a similar thing. We actually overcommitted and got wiped by them. There we go, still not taking a lot of damage. Here comes the engage now. Sonya's still on the point, so this is a 4v5. Bickle needs to be careful. The Ruinous Affliction with the mind control, though, is going to seal his fate. Now it's a 3v5. They need to be very careful. It is a Frozen Punisher, but Sonya may need to hearth just to preserve the game here at the rate it's going. Ooh, Gul'dan stepping up very aggressively. If a Corruption or a Black Bomb Asthma Dunk can come in, this could be a finish. Is Gunny going to guess correctly? Is he going to go for it? No, I think he's not going to take the shot for the Gul'dan. Sonya is making a choice. He does have the leap. Should be able to get away. Does do so. Frozen Punisher got the wall. It may not even get the fort. Engage here on the Joanna, but the Iron Skin. Ooh. Within avoids the root. That's good. Sonya now moving on to the objective. Gonna start burning it. Arthas has come back up. Now this is a 4v5, though. They need to be careful. There's a stun onto Asmodan, and Asmodan is gonna drop. And Lurk Patrol keeps finding themselves with fewer people on their team than the red team has, and that's turning into a 3-man frenzy. They could go mid and end the game, and I think that's what they're gonna do. We see him move down here towards the mid lane, and they are going to go for this. Asmo up in 20. Going to need one hell of a dunk to save the game. No leap. There's only an army of the dead.
Blue team's core is under
I would say they don't have a ton of siege damage, but Gul'dan can get quite a bit onto the core here with the Ruinous Affliction. Horrify, though, is a swing and a miss, but High Def already down to half health. There's the mind control, and once again, Bickle getting focused. There's a big dunk, though, and that's going to secure the kill on the Wit's End. Ancestral does not land with the Ancestral being down, but Sonya, trying to Whirlwind to stay alive, doesn't do it. The core is down to 60%. Here comes the Hyperion, trying to zone the core. Sylvanas now backing up. Looks like they might not be able to go for the core. The question is, are they going to get the kill onto Osprey? Gunny needs to hit this dunk. They have to get a kill here. No, he's going to have to focus on... Oh, dunk. Not able to land in time. He has baited the Katas, though. Core going to stop at 56%. Lurk Patrol has a chance, but they gotta stop settling for these 4v5 situations. They're just shooting themselves in the foot here. They have an opening here in top lane to try to make something happen if they can get some kills. But it has to happen in a 5v5 fight, or at least a 4v4. Can't keep giving me these 4v3, 4v5s, 3v4s, things like that. It's really putting them in a bad spot. Bottom camp being picked up here by CCS. CCS has level 20. They could play this aggressive. Double Storm Shield coming out, both from Joanna and the Rhaegar, trying to mitigate that Asthma Dunk damage. Upgraded Mind Control reduces vision of the hero, as well as getting much, much faster mind controls. Now, we didn't actually see the Smelling Salts, and I think that would have been the correct play. Smelling Salts can remove Horror. Horror is considered a stun, and so I think that would have been the better pick on the Ana. It's not like you didn't know Horrify was there at that point. The move speed, I know it can help the Sonya and the Arthas engage, but you're kind of losing off these Horrifies, off these mind controls. Level 20 still not here, though, and with the Shrine activating now in the mid lane, this is a worst-case scenario. Definitely was hoping for the bot lane Shrine on the side of Lurk Patrol. CCS, if they win the Shrine, it's game over. This is Arcane, too. This one does not fuck about. Need to get the kill. John and Gul'dan are away. They need to get this kill, and they need to get it quick. Can they land a root to set up the engage? They are trying to control the Shrine, but it isn't level 20. I think they needed to hard commit to getting a pick off there, 5v3, because they are not going to win a team fight down level 20. But because of the power of this Shrine, they have to try. But now Raynor on the wrong side of his tanks. The Ruinous Affliction with the Horrify absolutely trucks Raynor. Both the tanks about to die. No, Sonya able to leap away. The same cannot be said for Arthas. Big dunk going to come in, but it's not going to be enough as the health bars were just so full. And now with 3 Katas and a Khazra on the course, Sonya may not even be able to save the game here. 40% and dropping. 30%. 27. That core is not going to survive this Punisher. And there it is. That will be a GG. Can they even get 20 and try to make a miracle happen here? I don't know. Gonna be tough. CCS so far playing this well. Lurk Patrol, I think they had some good moments, but they, I think, made some questionable macro decisions. Then again, CCS had that engage on the top Bruiser camp. So, couple mistakes here and there to improve on, but that core is going to drop very, very quickly, and that's going to be CCS taking game number 1 here. As we look at our post-game stats, and we see first map going to be picked up here by the members of CCS. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to get from the losing team what they want map or pick and get the next match set up. We'll be right back here on the Nexus Gaming Series. Welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series Season 6, C West Division, Lurk Patrol versus Can't Counterpick Stupid. Can't Counterpick Stupid, they played very well on the last match. Definitely, other than like one awkward moment on top Bruiser, really looked control of all the team fights. Worked that mid lane very well. Even when they gave up a Punisher, they didn't lose much off it. They actually traded a keep for a fort, so it paid off well for them. And a little bit of disorganization, I think, there from Lurk Patrol a couple of times. Couple times where after that mid level 10, where Asmo got caught out with 3 members from that Horrify 9 into 10, it looked like they never really found a rhythm. We'll see if they can come back and play a little bit better in this match here. Tomb of the Spider Queen, map 2. Taking a look once again at those maps, you see that this was Lurk Patrol's map choice, so Can't Counterpick Stupid is going to get the first pick. They ban Hanzo here in the first ban. Mal'Ganis going to get banned out on the other side. Not wanting to deal with that again. Hard to blame him. Diablo's still up. Orpheus still up, although I don't think Orpheus participated in draft on the last match at all. I don't recall a ban or a pick. Well, certainly no pick. Ana still up. Joanna is a higher priority tank on this map, I would say, than she is on maybe some of the other maps in the game. We do have Kel'Thas getting banned out. Once again, targeting Gunny, trying to let him get onto those comforts, the Hanzo and the Kel'Thas. I will say the Asmo was not as impactful as maybe people thought it could have been, but it's actually going to be banning out Asmo, so we are going to see Gunny on a different hero this time, but definitely he's getting targeted with these bans. Orpheus up, Jaina's up, both good wave clear assassins on this map. See what we see. One pick coming in for CTS. Peladorn once again grabbing that Gul'dan. Very good wave clear, very good on this map. If you can make sure to get someone who can pick up those gems. Obviously, Gul'dan can't. He can clear them at a good distance, but he doesn't want to step up to clear them. I'd rather see someone like a Joanna paired with the Gul'dan who can just walk up and get them, as opposed to something like a Diablo who's going to be hyper-aggressive. But there is the Ana, high priority again on it, but we are seeing Gunny now moving over to the Jaina Ektar once again on that Ana. I expected it to be a high priority pick, even with the restriction of not being able to pick Eye of Horus. I still think it's a very strong healer. I would not be surprised to see a Rhaegar picked up on the other side. Rhaegar can pair pretty well with the Gul'dan. Joanna, Tyrande. Okay, I like the Tyrande pick. Want to maybe get a tank that can set up Tyrande a little bit better than Joanna. Maybe something like a Varian here could make sense. My thought process being you want something that like really holds a target in a predictable place for a long time for Tyrande to follow up with the Lunar Flare Hunter's Mark. But again, this is a double tank meta. I would not be opposed to seeing a Blaze picked up here by CCS to pair with this. That Blaze CC chain, very, very strong with the Tyrande. And that would allow Tyrande to just put a Loon's Chosen on Gul'dan and just let him go to town tapping his own mana. Raynor going to get banned out here by Lurk Patrol. They did pick it up in the last match, but we're not going to see it here. Muradin going to be the ban for the side of CCS. Now, I actually was thinking Muradin could also be paired with the Joanna here. Weird as that sounds, Muradin can survive in the solo lane if he's not against a great solo laner, but of course, they have to pick their solo laner likely before Lurk Patrol. I don't expect to see Lurk Patrol grab the solo laner here. I stand corrected. There it is. Anubarak, Sonya. I think the Sonya could have been held. Still, I love the Anubarak pick. I think that's the right choice here. Just need to see a little bit better self-preservation, a little bit of a better survival instinct, I think, from Lurk Patrol. And certainly Anub's going to be able to escape better than Arthas is. That leaves their ranged assassin, likely ADC. There's a Dahaka Maiev. I like the Maiev. I really think Blaze could have been a better pick over the Dahaka, but we'll see if it works. I mean, there are a lot of bushes on this map, so Dahaka can actually rotate quite quickly. People think that because of the small map, it's inherently bad for Dahaka, and I certainly don't agree with that analysis. It's not his strongest, certainly, but he can be quite good here. I just think with a Maiev, like, you can get so much more value with the Blaze. We are going to get... Oh my goodness, we're getting a Zebo, folks. It is Zebo time, motherfuckers. Double kind of spell damage here, which Don't get me wrong. I know it can work. I'm a bit worried about it. But that said, going a lot of AoE damage into Tyrande can be an effective strategy. We'll see what happens here as we look. Once again, first map of the night was on Infernal Shrines. Can't Counterpick Stupid, looking very, very strong on that map. Bans were Alterac Pass, banned out by Lurk Patrol. The new map, replacing Brax's Holdout in the NGS pool, as well as Battlefield of Eternity. We are moving, of course, into Tomb of the Spider Queen, which is Lurk Patrol's map. My first series that I cast in NGS this season was, in fact, a best of 3. We're going to see if we get another best of 3 here. See if we can do that. As we move into the match screen, on the left side, it is Lurk Patrol. As we go ahead and display the pop-ups. Going to be Bickle on an Uberak, Ektar going to be on Nazebo, Gunny going to be on Jaina, Harnock going to be on Ana. Ooh, Ektar not healing. Forgive the error on the pop-up, high def on Sonya. And over on the right, it is going to be Killadorn on Gul'dan, Wit's End on Tyrande, Osprey going to be on Dahaka, Val Kilmer. I'm just going to call it Val Kilmer. Batman. So that is Batman is going to be playing Joanna. Batman Forever Batman. Not George Clooney Batman, thank God. And Silma is going to be on that Maiev. So apologies for the display pop-ups. I expected Ektar to be the healer, but Ektar is on the Nazebo. Sonya already in the bot lane. Would like to see a harder... Ooh, Ektar is going to get focused here. Lunar Flare is a bit of a miss. Look at his level and talents. We are seeing a Toad build coming out for Nazebo. They're going to get that rotation going. It's important to stack Nazebo pretty quickly here. Just to get, you know, with that level 4, his health and his mana up. Ektar, oh, tried to retreat just a little bit too soon. That is not going to make it easy to stack. Got 9 Toad stacks, though, so worth. As my Hero League teammates would say, that is worth. Died for stacks. We're seeing the Bonds of Justice coming in. That quest talent for Maiev. Going for Dem Tether's Doe. Once again, Sonya going with the War Paint. Dahaka going with the Spell Armor. Into this much spell damage, I think it's a good call. Well, that said, right now, no clean 4-man rotation here for the members of Lurk Patrol. They have to be a little bit careful. We are seeing Maiev looking for a possible engage here in the mid. Excited to see how this game goes. Here comes Maiev coming in. Bickle taking a lot of damage, but surviving. Dahaka actually moving up. They really wanted a flank there. Committed a few resources to that. Dahaka actually going to miss a couple minions here. Not going to miss any gems, though. Didn't really get value off that gank attempt. Getting the 4-man going again here, too. Going to help out Lurk Patrol. As they could get a little bit ahead of the rotations here. Zebo doing a good job making sure he gets stacked. We'll, of course, keep an eye on his stack numbers. Already 27, 29, 30 stacks in the game. Obviously, 175 is the magic mark. But, 7th Ace, I would absolutely post that logo if I sub to you. But I don't, so I can't. Feels bad, man. If it's any consolation, my only emote that I have, you gave me. You and your team. With the weirdest winning draft I've ever seen. I remember it making no sense and involving a Ragnaros. Anyway. Good rotations here. Winning them quite well, although they did not get down to the mid-rotation. Now it's Jaina alone down here. But, nope, they're going to get it, although I don't think Nazebo's going to get too many stacks here, if any. Still, 14 Toad stacks already. Gonna stall this turn-in. Already, turn-in ready for the side of CCS. Turn-in would be big. Toss, Maiev gonna turn 9 in, so they'll be close. Just a few away. No one player has enough to turn in, to get the turn-in at the moment. Need to get someone to turn in 8. Now Joanna has that turn-in ready. 49 gems for Lurk Patrol, but none of them are currently turned in. Need to keep an eye on Joe. A noob getting hit with the Lunar Flare. We do see the Lunar Flare quest, by the way, coming out from Lunara. That was the first stack. Sonya with quite a few of Lurk Patrol's gems. Gonna have a hard time turning in. Oh, no, might actually be able to do it now. Dahaka is burrowing top, looking for either zoning so Joe can get the turn in, or just helping with the wave clear. Bit of an interesting time to do that. Ooh, there's a good tongue on to High Def. High Def getting tethered back in. Has the Whirlwind to self-sustain. Alun's chosen onto the Haka, making sure he can stay up. Getting healed through the stasis. That is intended. That is working as intended. Ancestral would land if he stasis there. Some soap being missed big time in the bot lane here for both teams. Osprey gonna get the 8 in. Nope, gonna get interrupted here by a noob. Silma trying to zone out. Has to blow the burrow charge. Hard commit here by Bickle to stall the turn-in. Meanwhile, only 18 gems turned in for the side of Lurk Patrol. A noob, the only defender here, but now here comes Gunny. Should get the interrupt, but this is a 3v2. Joanna with an aggressive flank. No, here comes Ana now. Ana can heal a Nubarak from there. Meanwhile, up here, I mean, this is just all over the map at the moment, but Sonya and Ektar both getting the gems in. That's definitely going to help out. 32 gems scored. Now Gunny in a bit of an awkward spot, getting the tether. Maiev put to sleep, so she can't. What a great sleep start there by Hunter. But High Def might be over-committing here. Nope, going to be okay. This is just back and forth all over the map. My goodness. I've never seen a turn-in contest like this before. This is insane. Both teams have had a turn-in for a while, and both teams have excess gems to do it. But I think Osprey will be able to sneak it here. Is the noob going to see it? Can he get the interrupt? Oh, I think Osprey could have maybe finished that. Gunny looking for the turn. If Gunny gets it in, that will be enough. Gul'dan, meanwhile, turning in 8 top. But it's going to be Lurk Control getting the first turn in. What an excellent defense there by Lurk Patrol. I mean, they were really down in the turned-in gems count. 3 people could have turned in on the side of CCS, but no one able to do it. Fantastic defense there. And the nice thing about that is Zevo already up to 77 stacks here. Definitely bodes well for him getting to 175 by level 20. Harder to get the 4-man rotations clean later, but already the wave cleared up. 2-man defense. Tongue is missed. Maiev put to sleep. Gets a huge 4-man tether, though. My goodness. Sonya right now alone in the bot lane against 3. There's going to be a rotation mid by CCS to clear that. The wall does go down top, though. Top lane, always the focus on this map, is the easiest lane to win. Duranda giving a noob a little owl kiss. I love that Duranda skin. I would prefer just the normal Valentine's like colors, like the Cupid one, like the white cloak in that. But it's a good skin. I like a noob's in combo, the Gen G thing. Right now, Red gonna look for a quick turn in, and they could double up if they get a turn in with some good pressure. They could double up. But once again, we're seeing this split defense here. And I think the best move for CCS would be to see a hard commit one side. But there's level 10, Starfall coming in. There's the Maiev. Ring of Frost coming in. Doesn't connect on anyone for Gunny. There's a stun on the Jaina. Jaina getting the heal there from the Ana. Ana using the nano boost there, but the silence on to Gunny. Gonna slow it down. Now Bickle getting stunned out, but still no turn-in for CCS. All this while, Nazebo already up to 102 stacks. Any stall here is good. Level 10, we do see the Garg. Oh, but Sonya, T-Tors. Sonya getting picked off in the bot lane. Didn't lose too many gems. Didn't have too many loot. Ooh, Ektar just made... Ooh, good bait. I was about to say a mistake, but I got a little debated there too. Finally, the turn-in comes. One of the longer defenses I've seen there, but CCS finally getting a turn-in. They should be able to get a lot of value down here in this bot lane, although Osprey doing a good job denying gems. Ektar going to get one of them. It looks like Nazebo going to defend bot with all those minions. Mid is pushed in onto the solo defender right now, so the spider going to spawn right on that wall. Zebo and Sonya bot. I'd like to see Sonya rotate mid to clear that and let Nazebo clear bot. 3v4 defense up on the top should work if no one overextends. Has been an issue though. Good Lunar player, 2 stacks. Halfway done for Tyrande. Getting that extra damage really allows for some blow-ups later. Especially if Whitson can get on the same page as that Maiev. There's the Starfall zoning. Gunny gonna have to back up. Is half health. Need to be careful now. A lot of corruption damage out. Roldan up to 32 stacks. Ektar now coming in with the Toad flank. Does have the quest done, so getting those 5 Toads. A noob selling out, looking for Tyrande. Doesn't get it. Corruption's a swing and a miss. Sonya's still in the bot against that Dahaka. Zebo up to 132 stacks. Once again, keeping an eye on that. 13 on the horizon for both teams. But now it's a good position for Lurk control. They should be able to defend this turn-in. Need to keep an eye on Joanna, though. Joanna has 48 Gunny in a bit of an awkward spot. There's the Lunar Flare. Bless Shield used, but it does not go through minions. And right now you have to have Joanna turn in for CCS to get a turn in, but Sonya's on the wrong side. Here comes the stun. Tether broken out by the leap with the Unstoppable, but now a noob's in a bad spot and such a slow rotation here. Guard coming in. It will do some damage, but this should be Joe being able to get a turn in. No, Blue actually does get the turn in, but with the death on an Uberak, with the leap down, going to be harder to get value here. What are they going to do? How are they going to play this? We are seeing a focus here once again up into the top lane. 141 stacks by Nazebo. Should easily clear 175 by the time things come around. Going with the extra bonuses from Voodoo Ritual. We shall see what happens. Ektar getting quite tanky here. Osprey in the backline finding himself a Jaina. There's the stun. Sleep gonna free, and now here comes the turnaround attempt onto Dahaka. Did get the healing grenade. A noob coming in. Great burrow there, but there's the stun follow-up. Ring of Frost gonna connect. Are they gonna get the kill? Gunny is so low. No, it's Gunny who's gonna drop. Osprey getting out of there. Might have been better for Gunny to just stop trying to treat and just try to trade 1-for-1, but it doesn't happen. Sonya, meanwhile, was pushing the bot lane, now rotating up and late. Lurk Patrol tries to go for the gank on Dahaka. Great burrow there by Dahaka. If he didn't get that burrow, he was going to die sooner. Team rotates in, keeps him alive. Goodness. Once again, kills favoring CCS, although the map is not super strong in their favor, but now they are 2 gems away from a turn-in. Still potentially could double up, although they've been having a trouble finding that turn-in lately. Ooh, this is interesting. Going with the Primal Swarm. Hasn't that been the meta pick at 13? I can't remember. I could be wrong. Red team getting the turn-in. Definitely going with that Dark Swarm build, as well as Hero Stalker. Always an interesting choice. You'd think it's this map, you have to go with one who collects, but Dahaka trusting his team to find those kills, trying to get in team fights his own burst self-sustain, making it so Tyrande can maybe focus on keeping those damage dealers alive, with the Alloons chosen likely on Maiev as a target. There is a ton of self-sustain, though, on the side of red. They do get the top fort down. Sonya in the bot lane, clearing up bottom. Looks like they're not going to fight for top lane. They're just going to settle for trying to pick up as many forts as they can. Get that passive XP, and the Katas in the lane. Deal with some of this Nazebo push. Sonya rotating up and around. Needs to be careful. Sonya's in this bush, and that could be risky. But double up turn-in should be coming here. No one from blue, I think, going to be here in time, and Joe can just turn in. So that should be a double up. Here it comes. Blue clearing up middle, but bottom fort will drop quick. We are going to need to see a little bit of a split soak here, too. Level 16 on the horizon for red. Here it comes. Obviously, huge level for the Gul'dan. Could be a chance to end the game. Zebo is still top, 4v5. Lurk Patrol needs to recognize there's 5 people in bot, and maybe that means we can't fight this. Now, mid and top are pushed out a bit. There are the Siege Giants bot too. Zebo backing up the Hearth. The Owl is not going to prevent the Hearth. If that Owl prevented the Hearth, it would have been such a good, like, 200 IQ Owl. But that Ruinous Affliction going to make it very hard for blue to defend. But here comes Xar Sleep Dart. Zombie Wall doesn't connect. Huge Horrify, though, onto Sonya, and that is going to be a dead Sonya. Anubarak, having to use the Burrow Charge, is able to get away. Ring of Frost going to only connect onto Tyrande, but Osprey all over this backline with the Dahaka. Lunar Flare coming in. There is a lot of damage, but the Hawk going to be able to heal up. Now, Gunny on a very aggressive position. Bickle trying to turn this around 4v5. I think they need to say, look, we've defended bot lane. Maybe we need to just counter losses and go. Try to save the mid lane here, but no, they're still looking to brawl despite the 4v5 and not the 16 talents here. It's a risky choice. I really think their efforts were better served clearing the mid lane there. Ooh, good corruption there onto Harnock. He takes a ton of damage. Still a lot of minions here up on the top. Ekdar does have enough. If they can get to level 20, it'll be a chance, but right now, level 20 very, very far away, and CTS looking like they want to aggress here. Slow retreat, but Sonya's not here. I do not want to see a chase from Lurk Patrol. I really don't want to see this chase. They're going in for the Maiev, though. If they can do it, there's the Blessed Shield. Bickle in a bad spot and does not have Burrow Charge. Trying to blow the Cocoon to get away, but it's going to be Jaina getting signed. Huge, perfectly timed heal, but Sonya has not come down. They need to leave this fight. This is a 4v5, and Gunny runs back underneath Starfall to chase. I apologize. That is a mistake to me. I can't see how that's justifiable. And that is going to cost them in a bad way. As now, 5v4, and looking at Nazebo, and Nazebo steps up to get one last hit on the wave. Ice block used, but he is not long for this world, and that should enable potentially a game-ending situation here. Certainly a boss play. A noob trying to make sure they get those gems, and just 2 mistakes there by Lurk Patrol late turned into pickoffs. And, boy. Kind of the same mistakes as in that first game, unfortunately. We'll see if they can recover, but it's going to be massively difficult, as this boss is certainly going to get picked up. And it's just level 20 so far away, and when you have the Nazebo comp, you got to get there, and you're not going to get there by chasing 4v5. And, yeah. Unfortunate. They kind of hard committed to defending bot keep, and doing so, they lost top and mid, and then they kind of lost, what, a kill off that, and then the Nazebo gets rotated. I am shocked we're not seeing a push in here, and attempt to go for the kills, but do have a turn in ready. Gonna play for 20. No, I guess it's the right call. Better safe than sorry. Still clean sheets, no kills for Lurk Patrol. Clean sheets on the side of CTS. Looking like they want to play maybe for this bot keep, rather than going for a core play. I would actually like to see, this is a situation where I'd like to see CTS be a bit more aggressive. And try to look for the team fight with the 20. Looking at the 20 talents, we do have Haunt, we have Contagion, Storm Shield, Iceblade Arrow, and I know it's not Storm Shield, it's a variant of it. The Shadow Orb Strike, so trying to get the extra kill pressure. 5v5 here, no 20 though, and no 20 close for the members. Gunny is just positioning, like, begging to get turned on here. I'm not sure what the call was. There's the Ice Block into the Maiev. Ring of Frost comes down, does collect a root, but that's Sonya and Jaina going down, and a noob will be soon to follow. has to blow the shield, does survive. We're not going to be the next to go down. It's Ana, and that will be the game, and that's going to be a domination victory. And, you know, you kind of think that if a few better decisions were made, I think that series could have gone a bit better for Lurk Patrol. But you know, it's gonna be CCS taking this with the 2-0 victory. So we're gonna see if we can get a post game interview with that. We'll be right back. Oops, no one saw that. We'll be right back here on the Nexus Gaming Series. Stay tuned. Oh, sorry, you were hearing furious clicking of my keyboard there. Bear back. All right, welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. DB Smiley here once again, joined by the winners of that domination victory there. So you guys gonna get the 3 points in the standings for yourselves. Can't counterpick stupid, so good job there. First off, you know, let's take a look at game one. You guys picked Infernal Shrines. Looked pretty strong there. Kind of had, well, you know, let's talk about the only moment that was like kind of where I think you can look at and say, let's improve this. That Bruiser Camp top, do you think you overcommitted there, or do you think it was something of a miscommunication of how to hold the
No,
point?
we undercommitted. That was
Okay.
the problem.
All right, so
Yeah,
more
so-
miscommunication, you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We were decided that we were going to take it, and there was a miscommunication. Our Dahaka was no, it wasn't
Mal'Ganis.
Dahaka, it was Mal'Ganis in the first game. He wandered off, and then we were already committed, and
Because there was only one minion left. I was zoning as Joe. I should have just helped fight it, and we'd have cleared it before they got back. But 5-4, we were up a talent tier. We should have just got it, moved on, ran away gleefully, but sadly we did not.
Now, beyond that, you did lose the first Punisher, if I recall correctly.
Correct.
Did you just attribute that to, hey guys, we scale, or do you think there was something you could improve on there?
It was the Asmodan's dunks. It was really hard. We were trying to clear it. We do, like you said, we do scale, but every time that we would get them low, a orb just landed and wiped them out for us.
It was also advantageous for us to have that one go as long as possible because we had a top bruiser camp going away from it. And High Def, props to him, unfortunately couldn't keep up with that bruiser camp and come and help. And so it was advantageous for us to delay it. We just didn't get as much delay as we wanted.
Right. Yeah, it didn't get as much pressure as you would typically like there, but you got some. So now let's take it to a decision you made kind of late, not on the last shrine, certainly, but the second to last one, I believe. It was the top shrine. You go ahead and seed it to trade and push up and take keep there. Is that something that you would normally look to do there, or because you're kind of playing the coin flip that the next Punisher is mid lane, I guess. What went into that decision?
Well, we saw we were pushed out quite a bit, and they were already positioned to do it. We were kind of hanging out mid. I think, did we get our bruiser? Is that right before that?
We had gotten one of the spear thrower.
Yeah, you got the Cosra camp on your side and then rotated to get their side and pushed mid, if I remember correctly.
So it goes back to one of our players is my nephew, and he and his buddies did that to us one time, and we just said, sometimes that works out. So we're not in position to win the shrine. We're going against an Asmo dunk. We have their top fort down. Our top fort is up, and the Punisher is going to have to go through fort and keep. Well, I will trade a keep for a fort 7 days a week.
Twice on Sundays?
We got to rest on Sunday. It's still the Lord's Day, you see.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
For some of us.
So from there, you guys won that match. They took you to Tomb of the Spider Queen. They kind of hit you with the "we're gonna stack Nazebo" comp. Interesting draft. I always like to see a Maiev at this level of play. Even though it's very strong, you don't tend to see it as much because it can be a harder hero to play and work with. But I guess the one question in draft I want to ask is Dahaka, was that more a comfort, or is that obviously got value? I'm not criticizing it at all. I'm just curious where you see Dahaka pairing with that Maiev. Is that a combo you run a bit, or was it more comforts?
We've never run Dahaka and Maiev together.
Okay, all right.
I was going to say I think it was a little bit of a panic, to be honest. We were kind of deciding the last two. I don't think Maiev was shown until 3 seconds before it was due. And then I was
no, I think Selma had it up a little bit before that, but he hadn't quite said it to us. Osprey played Mal'Ganis in the first game, drew out the respect ban. Fantastic. He mentioned in our group chat prior, wanting to see what Dahaka might look like in the solo lane for him, and that he'd been playing it, and it's a history pick for him, maybe not a recent pick. And so I wanted him to go damage, but he decided to go bruiser, and the CC chains worked well.
Yeah. So from there, you guys never really trailed in the game, though you did have trouble getting your first turn in. You guys only needed 8 gems in, but they stalled you out very well. They got the first turn in. They stalled you out a little bit longer. You still got the second turn in, though.
They stalled us out excellently. I was surprised. We were struggling. We kept rotating, moving around, and
I guess. What do you try to take away from that to improve for next time?
Gank Sonya sooner.
Okay. Fair enough. And short and sweet and to the point. Well, with that, thanks for letting me cast this. Thanks for dealing with some of my travel issues there. But with that, Floor is yours for shout-outs. Do you have any to give?
Well, my first one is always hi mom, because that's important, you see. But shout out to the enemy team. We actually played them a couple weeks ago, and they beat us up on Alterac. We've known them for a little bit. Great group there. All respect for them. We scouted them. We were hyped for this match. We're glad it went our way, but it could have easily gone their way too. So
I would like to shout out hi to Valkymer's mom, because I guess that's what we do apparently. I would like to
she's
say
responsible directly for 2 members of the team and indirectly a third.
Fair enough.
I'd like to say our teammates that couldn't make it. Shout outs to them. Vakadu, RTB, and Thorin, if you guys are watching. Thanks
And
for
Beauty.
and Beauty. And oh my goodness, it's 9 now, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my
Might be.
goodness. And thanks to the other team. That was a lot of fun. Shout outs to them for playing us.
All right. Well, congrats on the domination victory to start season 6. Hopefully, it gets you guys right up there to second place underneath Plugwalk, because I think that would be a good place for you guys. Anyway, with that, we will see you guys next time on the Nexus Gaming Series. It's gonna be a while for before my next cast. I have no clue what it will be, but thanks for watching. I'm gonna kick it over to Murda, who is casting a series tonight. So just stay tuned for the raid for that, and I'll see you guys next time on the Nexus. Take care.
See you in the Nexus.
Oops.